Hi, my name is Jenny Clavel, and I serve as one of the pastors at National Community Church in Washington, D.C. And today's verse of the day is out of 1 Corinthians 9:25, and it reads like this. Athletes exercise self-control in all things. They do it to receive a perishable wreath, but we an imperishable one. Some versions say crown instead of wreath, but for most of us, when we hear crown, we think of the metal crowns with jewels. But this passage was written by Paul during the times of the Pan-Hellenic Games. Now, the Olympic Games, that might sound more familiar, was part of the Pan-Hellenic Games. But since we're reading out of Corinthians here, Paul is most likely talking about the Isthmian Games that were hosted near Corinth every 2 years and was dedicated to the Greek god Poseidon. The winners would receive a crown made of dry, withered celery. Times have changed. Now that we have context, let's talk about this verse. Paul is comparing our discipline, or lack of, to athletes that have trained for these games. Self-control is the ability to manage our emotions, our impulses, and behavior to achieve these long-term goals. And I don't know about you, but there have been times in my life that I've chosen not to practice self-control, and I end up hurting the people I love most as well as myself. What we do on a daily basis reveals what we're living for. Are we training and practicing for a life that worships Poseidon? Maybe money, respect, our careers, our children, maybe the perfect house? Because though all those things are great, they'll only get us a wreath of dried, withered celery. It all perishes. But we as believers have been called to live a life that at all times loves others well, inviting them into the eternal kingdom of God, because the kingdom of God does not perish. It is forever. So today, let's shift a practice in our life for the imperishable crown.